mother. That's a livelihood that has been impacted while we're sitting over here making a decision if we gonna go out next Saturday, or if I'm gonna wear a mask, or am I not gonna wear a mask, or it ain't gonna affect me, or it don't affect kids. And now you send all the kids back to school. Now you got a school shut down. Like, come on.
And shout out to the healthcare workers right now. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to them because they going out there every day on the front line. That's
healthcare workers have to. They have to, but of course they're gonna take all the precautions. But they putting themselves in the line of fire. But that's to help people.
Yeah, because it's crazy. Our healthcare people are turning into the new military.
Yes. Reason. You know what I'm saying? The cats want to go to strip club, or cats want to drink liquor, or just that's not a reason, bro. That type of stuff ain't going nowhere. That can wait. It's unimportant.
Yeah, and don't act like we don't know to read between the lines. Like they don't want us to go out there and get ourselves killed anyway. Because in every hood they got a liquor store. Every hood they got a gun store, a pawn shop, whatever they want to put in there to make sure that we can kill each other. Now, just like she just said, the governor is saying, "Oh, you shouldn't have to wear a mask," but he's staying his ass in the house.
Right.
I'm gonna tell you something, man.
I don't mean to cut nobody out. But believe it or not, when this thing first started, when this thing first got crunk up, like maybe about a month and a half into it, I guess, I rolled by somebody's house and I swear they were having a house party.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I rolled by the house. I was like, you know how the cars be lined all the way down the street?
Yeah.
I said, their car's not even far enough apart. I said, I know they too close to each other. They was far bumper to bumper.
Oh,
so whatever house they was in, they up in there like really not taking it serious, bro. A house party for real?
Yeah, let me get y'all a laugh real quick. So I told y'all I'm in Atlanta, Georgia right now. I drive down to Savannah to come see my mom. You know, I got to sneak in and sneak out when I can. I get down there. My mama is at the door, glove, mask, gloves on, hat, everything. And she sprayed me down so much with Lysol, my shirt was dripping. I said, "Mama," she told my boy, "You been out there in that shit."
She said, "You say we got it in the office."
She was like,
Like, you coming here till you get sprayed down.
I'm telling you. They hand me a thermometer. I said, "Oh my goodness."
And just really quick, two things that y'all said that stood out is we also have been raised in a culture. There's different forms of discipline, right? And obeying. But we've been raised in this culture where either you obey or you have to be threatened with some type of or some form of punishment. So Big Rue, you talked about like we're grown-ups. Like no one should have to tell you what you need to do to take care of yourself. Like no one should have to continuously tell you these things. But we've grown up in this culture where somebody has to make a law or make it an issue in order for people to really wake up and listen. So that's something that I hope continuously ends at this particular moment in time. But on a lighter note, I am happy that Walmart and all of the businesses close at 7:00. Okay. I don't know about y'all, but I'm happy about the lifestyle changes that we are able to make. And I don't have to be trying to think about somebody asking me to go run and get some rice and roni from Walmart. It's closed. I can't go because the businesses are closed and allowing us to really just, live life a little differently. I know it may be difficult or challenging for some people, but it is, in other countries, places don't stay open all night. There's not a 24-hour, service where you can go get your needs met or you can be worried about something or challenged with something. You really have to be forced to kind of shut down and slow down and get in with your family, get in with your community. So I'm all down for that lasting for a long time.
There's some things as a civilization that actually have come good out of it. You know what I'm saying? You can't have bad, good and bad exist together. You know what I'm saying? So there are things I believe as a society and we have been able to, it's kind of like my man said, like slow it down, bro. Y'all need to stop and smell these roses and start kind of like appreciating. Sometimes you have to get something snatched off up under you before you can really appreciate it. We take everything for granted. And one thing, another side of what you were saying, as far as having to be threatened with punishment and that thing, or we just on some we don't believe nothing they say.
Right.
Like, bro, it ain't just on TV. Like, somebody I know somebody, that died from it. They wasn't in on the conspiracy. Like, he dead. He in on that. Right. He dead. Right. You know what I'm saying? So it comes a point where all the, well, them crackers, they just want us to. Nah, bro. Like, even if it was a lie, straight up,
Right.
if it's a 1/10 of 1% that is true, why do you gamble? But we know it's true. Like, ain't nobody, you know what I'm saying? They're not going around like, secretly poisoning people saying it's COVID. These folks are catching the disease, bro. You know what I'm saying? So, but like I say, it's not something that we done got past this type of thing before. Other countries have got past this type of thing before. And like you say, we're not going to ever be the same. We're not supposed to. You're supposed to grow and learn and evolve. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So we can prevent this type of thing in the future. It was a time when stuff like polio and stuff like what they used to get a long time ago, cholera and all these different things, and people used to die from stuff that you could just eat straight, pop a pill. Now, some of the stuff we don't even see it no more. It's extinct. You know what I'm saying? So, so we have to, while it's going on, be smart until we can figure out a way scientifically to eliminate it or to become impervious to it. But until then, you have to survive to get to that point.
Yeah.
Right.
I feel like they just need to go ahead and shut down every city in America, every state, whatever. And they need to.
It's sad that they have to.
Yeah, I see. They need to like just redo EBT. So all the food companies and stuff that we have. Listen to me now, because this is what they tell us all the time. This is what we had the Census Bureau for, to make sure we have how many people are in the community or in each house, right? Because they sure know how much to tax us, right?
Amen.
So if they know how much to tax us,
Amen.
okay, stop all the bills, make sure nobody has to go to work, make them stay home. If you want to send in your National Guard, send your National Guard and make sure people are abiding by our homeless people, put them in a certain area where they can get fed and everything. So you make sure that everybody is accounted for. That's one. Now, two, we got all these food factories, we got all these cleaning places, and I'm going to Walmart and I can't see food on the shelf. I can't see cleaning supplies. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's go ahead and start rationing stuff out and being able to use our mail system. We got great UPS, we got great FedEx, we got Amazon that come in 2 or 3 days, so-called. We got all these trucks. Okay, let's make these people the people who are really depending on to start pushing, to making sure they go into the different houses and make sure that everybody has what they need, so we can really narrow down. Okay, if everybody's in the house 14 days, period, we good.
How much
now? Last people we
that
got to check on
sounds
is the
good,
people who on
but
the front line.
that can't happen. That sounds great. And then you know what? If we had a preacher for a president, that would work. Because you could just pray and say, everybody do this and that and other, and throw the little Benny Hinn jacket at them, and they'll all fall out. But you got a businessman for a president. And so as a businessman, and he's not going to shut down anything, because what you don't understand is that the reason why you're going to the Walmart and the stores and it's bare is because they are now no longer doing supply and demand. They're doing per order, because I can't write you a check and say your business took a loss if you're still producing at the factory rate. So what I can do is to make sure that the top stay heavy. Come on, NBA, come on now, to make sure the top stay heavy. I'm going to lay everybody off. I'm going to tell the government that I'm not making enough, and all that bleach that I had, I'm gonna put that on my list for 2021, because I ain't making no more bleach in 2020. Y'all gonna get 20 cases per week, because the government is going to refund me and reimburse my business for not producing supply and demand. So now you have people who are going out there scratching and trying to get what it is that they need, and it's a shortage, even though the world's still going around. We shouldn't be running out of bacon if you telling me that only 2 Smithfield locations were in contact with COVID. How can we run out of bacon in the entire United States? Are there, you telling me that two Smithfield locations are supplying bacon? They got all the pigs in that one city, and they're supplying it. No, it's a conversation that's being had, and we're not sitting at those tables. When things like this come up, everybody getting their money and saying, hold up, you think it's crazy that you're telling me that we don't have enough toilet paper, Lysol, and bleach, but Disney World open? If I got $400 or $500 to go play with Mickey Mouse, I got $400 or $500 to go buy some Lysol, bleach, wipes, and all of that. But the supply and demand for the Lysol, the bleach, and the wipes is not the same as the supply and demand for Mickey Mouse. Every business.
I got a question for you.
I'm gonna tell you something. I tried to buy. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. I tried to buy Xbox twice. Once I tried to buy it from Amazon, they sent me my money back after they couldn't give it to me. I tried to buy it from Microsoft. They sent my. I said, what? I said, why y'all? Like you said you had it in stock. He like, yeah, we ain't got it in stock. They said that on it. They said that on the web. We ain't got. He was like, the factory shut down. They're not making them. They're not putting them together. So we can't sell you one. So we had to send your money back. Wow. That's an Xbox now. Something that you don't have to have.
Yeah. Correct.
Something that I'm willing to pay $400 for that they would. Correct. They send me my money back for. Now something that you got to have. They this is how much they care about you. Bleach and different things like that. Something that can help you through this. Oh, we're gonna close them factory down too. But guess what? Donald Trump's specialty is. See, he's a businessman, but that really he's a business reaper. He comes in and helps the companies fail. That's how he makes money.
Terrible.
When the company failing, he come in and go ahead and push it on.
Coming in fail, and then he go back and buy it.
Right. He come in and go on, like you about to fall off the cliff. He going to push you. That's what he do.
Right.
And this what
and say he was patting you on the back.
That's what he do.
Right. But that's intentional because you got to think about the write-off.
I know it's intentional. I'm telling you, that's what he do.
People always talk about going bankrupt as if it's a negative. But in their square, in that circle, like they use the tools of the government policies, the laws to keep themselves exactly where they are.
That's offloading debt.
Right. It's not none of it.
And this is the thing too. And this is the thing too. What T was talking about. This is what I was wondering the other day. How in the world we've been social distancing and ordering online, and now we have a coin shortage. Right. And people ain't been using coin. And so now, like, we got to really start looking at every single game that's being played, because right now, anytime when there's mass confusion, there's an art of war at stake.
Well,
they've been trying to stop getting us use cash money for 20 years now.
Right.
They've been telling us they've been trying to eliminate cash 20 years.
That's the ultimate try right there. Because think about it. If your debit card don't work, you out of luck.
This thing they've been trying to do that. This one thing will this COVID has accomplished 10 different things that they've been trying to get people to do.
In 5 months.
Right. That they've been trying to get you to do for a generation.
Yep.
Now mind you, the cash system is based on you can't make no money off the cash, but you can make money off of debt, and that's what the bank is all about.
A penny costs $1.50 to make because copper is too expensive, and we make our pennies out of pure copper. They don't want to coat them. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to make them. So the pride is like, no, we can't make fake pennies. But it's like, bro, if you had a big ass thing of pennies, you'd be better instead of taking them and turning them in, like rolling them up. You'd be better off melting them down and taking them to the metal place because they'll be worth more.
Wow.
Pennies worth more than its face value.
Yeah.
And don't they steal them
it costs $1.50 to make a penny.
Right. And the funny thing is, don't they steal them things from the graveyard and melt them down to get cash from them?
Let me tell you something. If I had a whole bunch of pennies, I'm not turning in no pennies. I need to make that look like just copper because it'll be worth way more than what it's worth as pennies.
Yep.
Wow.
That's stupid.
And that's you know, in the last 10 years, y'all seen those commercials like "Bring us your gold, we'll give you cash."
Yeah.
They've been getting raw metals for years. And I still got my gold teeth from undergrad upstairs. I'm scared to let go of them. For real.
I made money out of mine. I had my gold teeth for 10, 12 years and made $300 more than I paid for them when I took them.
And they call that investment.
And they was all broke up, it was messed up. So I was like, I'm just gonna take this and get rid of it. I thought they were gonna give me like $200, like $800, $900. Ain't paper see for them.
Yes, there they go.
I was like, wow.
Man, get your gold teeth, Jim.
So, years later.
Right now, okay, go and get you a bottom grill and hold on to it.
Right now, grill out your dog. It don't even matter. Like everybody.
But see, money is supposed to be representative. But see, when they're using a precious metal to make it, and it's not worth what the face value of the money is. That's just that's another thing I'm saying. Like stupidity is what kills us, bro.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Jeez.
And you gotta be, I heard John Gray say this, you gotta be careful how you treat people you don't think you're gonna need. See, the difference is that now we have a leader that is just so over the top. Nobody it could be somebody in a third world country sitting on the cure and they're like, no, I'll wait until January. I can't help him. I'm over it. I can't do anything for him. We don't understand that just because we're quote unquote the richest nation doesn't mean we're rich in stuff. We're rich in substance, but we can't beat the brain power that's in Africa. We can't beat the mindset that's in Asia. We can't touch those people when it comes down to stuff. So we are rich by the look of it. So when people come over here, they're like, wow, look at these buildings, look at all this, then you guys got it going on. But then you put us in a classroom and the Africans, the Asians, everybody, they outsmart us because it doesn't matter about things. So they're sitting over there and they're just waiting on us to get a new leader. And then they'll say, oh, okay, yeah, we had this back in 2020.
That's when they'll deal with us.
We had the cure for COVID-19 in 2019.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Right. Try. I mean, but you know,
and see what y'all had
but you know,
going.
he ain't gonna. Trump don't listen to nobody but Willy Wonka. He's a fucking Oompa Loompa.
Oh, shit.
I've been saying that, man. He's orange, bro. We take his ass back to the chocolate factory.
He look like a Cheeto.
Are y'all gonna get the vaccine? For my woke conscious people,
Willy Wonka.
y'all getting the vaccine?
Yeah. Are we getting it?
That's a question for my conscious woke people on this call. What, y'all getting the vaccine?
Well, I feel like this, man. I'm on Obamacare, so I'm gonna get injected. So, I'm on Obamacare, so they'll just be like, you know, they'll give me some vaccine.
I gotta wait for the first 100,000 test rounds, you know.
Right. If they have a vaccine that works, I'm gonna wait for you. Let me tell you something. I don't get nothing when it first come out.
Thank you.
I'm gonna wait today because the first everything is always messed up. You gotta wait till they come out with the S or the 1.1 or the whatever. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, after they test on a few million, a couple hundred million folks, yeah. But see, this my thing.
I don't update my phone till after 3 months. I ain't worried about them trying to use it to give you COVID because they know they can easily give us COVID. All they got to do is tell you ain't got to do this, and you gonna run out there and get it. So that we ain't worried about that when they do it. But even if this is engineered, like I believe, even if this is engineered, they still only can take it so far. If it's experiment at the end. If it's engineered for a reason, they're not trying to kill everybody. I mean, there's no point, you know what I'm saying? Because they ain't trying to go out there and pick up garbage or mop floors and none of the rest of that shit. So you know what I'm saying? They're not gonna kill everybody. But my personal belief is it's a test of a weapon to see how many they can kill if they want to and how fast they can do it.
I don't even think the intent was to kill, but if you remember watching Rocky,
no.
when Rocky was telling Apollo to stop,
they got something stronger than this. That's the same thing.
And he was telling the Russian to stop, and the Russian said, "If he dies, then he dies." I honestly feel like that's how Trump think. Like I'm sure he is. If you lower everything down to the common denominator, it's money. If I make the airline go down to 10 cents stop, if I make this drop, anybody who has buying power can suck it up. So when you start dropping, I don't personally like him as the leader of this nation, but as a businessman, I listen to him because you ever been around somebody who's so smart till they dumb? If you listen to him, he's giving you the game. He's telling you who to invest in every single day.
Best believe I'm buying that stock.
Because soon as this go away, everything goes back up.
Right.
You better get right.
It's like a few years ago, you could they were damn near paying you to get the house. When the house market dropped down, they were damn near like, well, please get a house.
Yeah, we'll give you a $5,000 bonus.
They wasn't even trying to throw them out. But then when they start back picking up, the house they you like, damn, they have how much? How much the house cost? Damn.
And then,
but you could have got that same house and before that for a third of the price.
Right. And this is the thing too, man. One thing I had to realize is that I keep having to remind myself in a capitalistic society, and when you look at the United States, anything with a budget is a business. You know what I mean? It's like sometimes I had to really remind myself that yeah, we can call it a country, but anything with a budget and a treasurer and all that is a business being ran.
United
Anytime
States is a
we have
corporation.
business being ran, yes, it's a
The
corporation.
United
Yeah,
States
it's a business. It's a
is the
corporation.
United States of America. That's the name of our corporation. It's the
Yep.
each
That's
state.
it.
Actual, think about it. You got your
That's
each
right.
state has its own
The
laws.
departments.
Each state
That's
has its own
departments.
laws.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If this was an actual country, it would be a law
Yeah.
of land. Period. All the way down the same.
Period. Yes. It's a
Right.
business. Yeah. Straight
And
up.
then,
It's a
and then how
corporation.
the capital not in how's not in a state? It's like it's not even in the United States, like technically.
Right.
So my
That's
because they have it's like a boardroom, you know what I'm saying? It's like the United States is technically a corporation for real.
Man, don't say that,
They
man. That's the biggest argument I have with you.
they
I
laughed
tell
at Ross
DC ain't
Perot.
part of the United
They laughed
States.
at Ross Perot when he was like, I know how to make money. I know how to run a business. Put me in there so we can go make some money. Because that's what you're supposed to do. That's what America put together. We're supposed to go make money. We're supposed to be successful. That's what it's put together for. That's what it is. He said that they want to try to play him out. But you know what I'm saying? Really, he was right. And then I want to address
And
two
Anthony,
things.
that's why the press
I want to
box
address
is
two
not on
things.
the
One is like my brother Ant said a little while ago, the reason they can't do that like the exact way you were saying do it, Ant, is because they're gonna call you a communist at that point. We can't do shit like Russia do it. We can't do shit like China do it because we're not communists. You see what I'm saying? And
Yeah,
then-
we ain't right.
I ain't saying we were right or wrong. I'm just telling you we're not communists, so they're not gonna do it in no type of nothing that's even close to communism. They're not gonna do none of that. We're not standing in line for toilet tissue, none of that. They're not gonna come in and tell us, they don't come in our house and count how many people and tell us how much stuff we can have. They're not gonna do that.
Yeah.
The only way they do that
Okay.
is in martial law, wartime, something
Right.
like that. And when we threaten, and ain't no war over here. This ain't red done. Ain't nobody coming to our land and war, nothing. See what I'm saying?
Right.
And that takes me to the other point where we're not the smartest, and we do have a bunch of shit. But the way we stay on top is we'll go to war. We will go to war. Period.
Mhm.
Ain't nobody can kick our ass. The only way you're gonna kick our ass is with a computer. You got to be a super hacker.
Yeah.
Period. Other than that, there will never be a military on this earth that will ever touch America.
And we go to war,
We
war.
don't got too powerful.
Why
I'm just telling you. As far as like real violent, actual killing people war,
Yeah.
we numero
We the
uno.
violent
We're
ones.
gonna always be numero uno.
And this is
We don't
where
even have to lose soldiers no more. We
yeah.
got bullets that go around corners. We got bullets with your name on it now. For real. They can hit you from space now.
And this
Yeah.
is where
Space. Like Star Trek.
this is where
Oh God.
Cats talking about they got an AK.
This is when our ignorance.
Hit you with a satellite.
We just go to war for no, like we don't even know why we going to war. We just like, yeah, we going to war.
No.
We go
The
to
people
war for
who declared war know why we was going to war. The
Right.
soldiers don't need to know. See,
They know
they train soldiers like this. You don't need to know. It's all you need to know
Yeah.
is these are your orders. You don't
But
need to know why.
Hey, it's so weird.
But we be
But the
gay.
people at the top know why.
We
But
be
see, none of that is important. The important thing is if we want something, somebody won't give it to us or sell it to us, we will take it.
We will
Period.
take.
Yeah.
We
America
We
been doing it.
will
Ask
take it
Mexico.
as a country. We will take it, but
Ask
if
Mexico.
you do it, you getting locked up. So I'm
Yes.
confused as to.
But
I mean, so you telling me
manifest
you got
destiny.
something, right? But you got something that I want, and I feel like I'm the biggest and the baddest. I should be able to come and take it from you. I'm going to
Yeah, that's
jail
what
for
nature
aggravated assault if I got a weapon.
Right.
and so now you
But
promote. Now
as
you
a
put,
country,
I wish you'd have been in my history class in 10th grade when I said Christopher Columbus conquered America and they told me I was wrong. I said, shout, I told her just like this. I said, if I came to your house tonight, kick your door in and lay everybody down, the judge ain't gonna want to hear nothing about no manifest destiny.
Right.
I told her just like that. And a year later,
yes.
1492, Conquest of Paradise came out, because how in the hell can you discover something when niggas is already there with houses and stuff? You discover nothing, they discovered it.
Come on now, you
Yeah.
telling it too raw. You telling it too raw right now.
I
Slow
said, well, if I
down,
come
PP.
discover your house, and use my manifest destiny,
Hey.
because I don't like the way you keeping your yard up. So I took it. The judge not I'm
And
not
I
gonna get
feel
off
like
on
it
this.
should be mine. And I feel like God said it should be mine.
Right. But see,
Hey,
the
bullying is
same,
legal law.
it's like the top 5 felonies. I think it's like treason, murder, armed robbery, aggravated assault, rape. You know what I'm saying? Something I don't know the exact order, but that's exactly what they did to get this country. See, what they did was they did certain things to build the country, and then they said that stuff we did, can't nobody else do it, so they made it illegal.
Right.
Oh, okay.
Anytime when you make a law, you literally
Do
observe
it-
it when you write a law down.
Do as I
they
say
got
and not as I do.
And then they made
Yeah.
what
Right.
they did to get in power. Nobody else can do it, so that they can get their power took away. That's what they did.
That's how you keep
get the
Right.
And your mama reiterated, it, right? Like do
Everything
it.
that they ever did that made this country so-called great is illegal now.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Slavery,
But I think
murder, armed robbery,
I think it's
aggravated
the
assault,
time.
treason, and rape. Treason is
Yeah.
why we're here.
I think it's the time that's gonna take. It's gonna take the time throughout these years because look, our ancestors they went through it for 400 plus years. We still dealing with racism going on. As you can see in the time, it's going down. Like as more and more we're going up, and more of them going down. And when it gets to the point where everybody can live on the same level and understand that we're supposed to be here together, we're supposed to make everybody thrive, we're gonna be all right. But I'm sorry to tell
What you talking about is a
everyone on this
paradigm
call,
shift.
everybody
That's the
to
only thing that's gonna save us.
that we're gonna be long gone and dead and
Right.
up in heaven, and sad for some of them they're going to hell if God want them to or whatever, but because of their choices. But it's gonna be a long time before we get everything on point, and we're gonna be looking down having a big old laugh like, remember that time we were talking about this shit? Told you it was gonna
You
happen.
absolutely right. You're absolutely right. You don't know how right you are, brother. What you talking about is a
Yeah.
paradigm shift.
Mhm.
Every now and
Yeah.
then, the entire human race just shifts. It
Yeah.
just clicks. It's just like
Yeah.
it's just like somebody, like you leave your house in the morning and then you go have a car accident with some dude that left your house is completely different. You ain't never seen. All of a sudden, y'all at the same place at the same time.
Yeah.
Y'all wasn't going the same speed.
Like when you go to-
Nothing else was saying. Y'all got nothing to do with each other, but y'all ended up on the same point at the same time.
Yeah.
There's every now and then, over however many hundreds of thousands of years or whatever it is, that the human race just clicks and say, you know what, that's over with right there. You know what I'm saying? And that's when the whole paradigm, the whole way that we exist changes. Because we're not supposed to need police. See, if we was really civilized as we think we are, we wouldn't need laws and police and shit. Because if we were civilized, we wouldn't do the things that they make the law. We wouldn't kill, we wouldn't steal,
Right.
we wouldn't rape, we wouldn't do that type of stuff. See, that type of stuff
Because it was building
is
your
barbaric.
essence.
That's
It
barbaric.
was
That's
building your
barbarism.
essence. Building your
Civilized is
essence.
the opposite
It
of
wasn't.
barbarism.
It wasn't.
If we were
We
civilized,
weren't
we
taught
wouldn't
that you
do
shouldn't kill
anything
your mama.
barbaric.
Yeah, it wasn't.
So as
It
long
wasn't
as we need
taught us
police,
that we shouldn't do
as
stuff.
long as we need prisons, as long as we need somebody telling our grown asses what we need to do that's right,
Right.
we're gonna have certain problems.
Mhm.
And we're gonna have barbaric problems because we barbarians. Just because we got technology don't mean we civilized.
What'd you say? What'd you
Yeah.
say now, Anthony?
I'm sorry,
Because
my fault,
It was,
bro.
no, you good, bro. It was building our essence to know right from wrong because we had upbringing. Now I got to speak for my age group. I'm 27 years old, so them millennials that people be talking about, they fall up under me. These are the kids that I look at. Some I call them kids. I be like, these motherfuckers crazy. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, little kid came up to me. I'm in California, and the little kid was like, "What's up, Crip?" And I'm like, "Oh no, I'm from Savannah, Georgia, bro. I don't know what you talking about." But he was like 5 years old for Nipsey Hussle funeral, and everybody acknowledged him as if he was a grown man. And I'm like, when did we get to the
Yeah.
point where we let these kids run us, or we letting them get away with all this stuff? Now that we letting them get away with all this stuff, they feel like they're untouchable. Back in the day, we used to call it Iron Chest Charlie. They feel like they can go in there. Oh, I ain't hard until I kill somebody. Well, shit, I just killed 5 people down the street. Okay, I ain't hard until I go rob and get my own money. Now I'm gonna go out here and get a brick and sell this dope. Nah, come on, man. Find out your craft and how you gonna make it a better community. Because just as much as the rappers will say, oh, we did all this from back in the block, they might have did that because they had to survive. But at the end of the day, they selling entertainment. And not just like me, I'm sitting up here, I'm telling you, I ain't sold no dope. I ain't broken nobody's house. I got a ass cutting anytime I needed it. And I had something to eat when I was in there. And my grandmama made sure I was in church every Sunday. They whooped me and prayed me out of jail. And I ain't
That's why
been
you in
there.
the NFL instead of in that jail.
Right.
Thank you.
Say it again, say it again, Rue.
So that's why you in the NFL instead of in that jail.
Yeah, man.
Because you had
Strong
some
moment, bro.
discipline, you had people that you raised by the village. You say take a village to raise a motherfucker. Let me tell you something, man. Back when I was a kid, you said something wrong to somebody, they ain't have to know you, bro. What you say, boy? I go tell you, and then your mama
And tell your mama they did it.
Somebody wrong.
Yeah.
Will bring you home to your mama. And then you
Right.
get broke off again.
Yeah.
Being disrespectful.
Hey,
But I'm gonna
hey.
tell you something though about them kids. That's kind of my generation, right up under my generation fault. Kid worship became like a thing, and they made it. And I'm not saying you're supposed to be beating on kids and abusing them and all that shit, But all that treating kids like they full-fledged adults is stupid because they're not. Kids want to be guided and want to be have a structure because they're looking for what to do because they don't know. It's a blank slate. They absorb. They want to. So if you don't tell them what to do, they're gonna get what to do from somebody else. Gonna tell them, or they're gonna take it or absorb it from somewhere else. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So if you don't raise your kids, somebody gonna raise them. If they ain't raised like you want them to be raised, you should have raised them.
And then my new thing is, the thing was,
but it spilled over to now. I ain't mean to cut you out. It spilled over to now where these kids now think they're grown.
Yeah,
because people actually let them get away with it. Cats walking down the street being scared to say, like, if I used to, man, even when I was 19 and 20, some cats was like talking crazy in front of like an old lady. I'd be like, hey man, don't talk like that in front of that lady. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because it's always been spell the rod, you spoil the child. You spell the knowledge and the guidance now, you might as well throw the child away because they gonna be lost to the system.
Yeah.
And they ain't doing that for making them bigger.
Bury the child.
And making them so big now because they constantly tell us every other day that the prison systems, the jail systems are over capacity. So what are they doing now? They saying we can't take them to jail. We're gonna hell no. What they saying now? We can't take them to jail. We're gonna kill them in the street.
Yeah, kill them in the street.
Yeah, put them in the ground.
Now I got a 2-year-old little boy in the house. When he turned 15, 13, whatever, I'm gonna have to tell him what the world really is.
Right.
You got 2 strikes coming against you, and you'll get killed out here in the streets if you don't act like you got some damn sense.
And you ain't got to be done dead. You can get killed and not be done did nothing. So you damn sure need to be not actually doing something.
Good.
I got a poem that says something like who they can't deal with by controlling or killing, they deal with by warehousing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It used to be a time they locked the worst cats up. Now they kill the worst cats and lock the least worst cats up. See, it's reversed. They lock up niggas that they can control and make them worse. Make them worse.
Right.
And release them back to the street.
A university for becoming a better criminal, not for decriminalizing or not for rehabilitation. Jail. Everybody I know that ever went to jail for any period of time came out knowing how to do more shit than they knew how to do when they went in there.
Yeah.
Or having the balls
and then went back when they went in there. Yeah. And then went back.
They were harder when they came out than when they went in. That's not the purpose of the jail. Because and the reason they are is because they warehousing them. They're not rehabilitating, they warehousing. They're just putting you in a room. For motherfuckers that's worse than you. So you can have to bring yourself to the level to survive. We humans, we gotta do to survive. So if you put a cat that wrote bad checks, and I actually saw this on TV, you put a cat that wrote bad checks in with murderers, he gonna become a murderer. He got to.
He got to survive.
This cat went to jail for writing bad checks, and now he got a life, and he done killed about 10 cats since he been in there.
And that's all he knows.
Why would you put a person that's in jail for check writing in the same population with murderers?
Because it's so overcapacitated that they gotta put them everywhere. They got them everywhere.
What I'm saying, but they could be in more jail because they make money for it.
Exactly.
Yep.
That's money.
Right.
Prison privatized, so they making plenty of money. They could build more jails if they want to.
They make plenty of money, but they ain't gotta spend some money to make it. They like,
the problem is
we're gonna kill them off.
The problem is the wrongful incarceration of most of the motherfuckers that's in there.
True.
Right.
True.
That's why it's 2-pack. It's 2-pack because it's wrongful incarceration.
Yeah.
And then the ones that did, and a lot of the ones that did do something, it's a very unbalanced sentencing system. It's the reason they say you can get 1 to 21 years or 5 to.
Now I know you saw the video live of that live video of that man in jail, and them boys got the COVID-19 inside of the jail, and they started piling them up on the basketball court, and still was bringing people in. I know you saw it, and that was so disturbing. They had the guys, they had them on basketball courts under tents, laying them up on top of each other, dead people in the cells coughing and sneezing, and I'm just going through pure hell, and they not giving them no time for medical attention.
They don't care nothing about them.
No.
Because they're not a person. Once they tell you property of the state, bro, they don't give a damn about you.
Let's bring it back in. Y'all had a healthy discussion.
I'm sorry.
I have nothing to say to stop any of that. And I will tell you this. Don't feel sorry, brothers. because this is the second week we understand COVID-19 affects everything, and we always go
Everything.
left field with it because you know what? We understand that it was something it's a design, some kind of design system, virus, whatever you want to call it, that was designed to do what it's doing and impact lives. And like you said earlier, 5 things you could say right now that has been impacted by COVID-19 because of what COVID-19 fixed that we've been trying to fix for decades, damn near centuries. And so with us saying that, let's go ahead and do a round robin close because I want to make sure we close out. We try to make sure we stay within an hour time frame because anytime we go past 2 hours, what traditionally happens is people don't want to pay attention to the knowledge. And if we need to come back and do another show, then I ain't got no problem doing another show. But I do want to close down on this piece right here. Big Rube, I appreciate you coming. My friend, Mr. Anthony II, I appreciate you coming. If y'all two can give me some closing words, but I'm gonna let Andrea say what she got to say, her piece. Tia say her piece, and I'm gonna go with y'all two fellas if we can go in that order. Andrea, you got the floor.
Hey, no, I don't have much. I was gonna say I don't have much to say. I just was blessed by the fruitful conversation. Thank you guys for coming and talking and spreading the knowledge, the word, and really just sharing your experiences from your capacities as well as Black men continuously having this conversation. So I appreciate you guys so much. Stay safe. Pay attention to what's going on. Take care of yourselves. Take care of your families. Be present today, tomorrow, and the day after that. And I'll see y'all next week.
All right. Tia, you got the floor.
I just want to piggyback off of what she said. The conversation was everything. And you guys really changed the narrative just by being in different capacities, but still being able to collectively hold a conversation and be serious about it, be real about it, as transparent as you possibly can. And I agree with her. Just be safe. You know, I love these conversations, and I'm like Big Rube, I could go all night, especially about if it's something I'm real passionate about. But for respect of time, you know, we'll see you next week.
Yes, sir. Big Rube, it's on you, brother.
All right, I'm gonna keep this short because you know I get on one. But I just want to
you can get on 1 and 2 if you want, brother.
I just want to say that
Straight up.
know that some people don't believe in the spiritual ethereal level. Some people do believe in it. This is what I believe right here. The spirit is really us, of course. And that's everlasting, your soul. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody your soul can't get COVID, ain't nobody can't get your soul can't get a cold. But you know what I'm saying? It's still the only world we got that we living in, and we here for a reason. So we need to take care of it, take care of ourselves, be fruitful and multiply, dominate the earth, and take care of it. Dominate don't mean bad. See, other people don't know. It means take care of it. You know what I'm saying? So what we got to do until we go to the next level, you take care of this one. You know what I'm saying? People say they want to get out the hood. No, make the hood somewhere you don't want to leave. So yeah, we all got to leave here. But why do we have to make this life some bullshit? You see what I'm saying? We're going to go to the next level. And we're going to go another level and another level and another level because that's what it is. But we have to appreciate what God gives us. You know what I'm saying? Or else why would he give us something else?
That's beautiful. Appreciate it, Rube.
Yes, sir.
Dollar near a second.
Yeah. First of all, I gotta just say thank y'all for having me on the show. You know what I'm saying? And the first time being on here. Hopefully I get invited back again.
Oh, yeah,
but you know, just for the people out there who watching this, and you know, make sure you keep God first. Make sure you stay prayed up because I know I would not be here if it weren't for the prayers and the love I got from my family and my friends and the people who care about me. But take care of one another. Take care of yourself. Just like Ruth was saying, you know, be able to take care of your essence. Feed your mind, feed your heart, feed your soul, feed your physical body all at the same time. Because as long as we got all this stuff growing in the same direction, there's no matter what we want to do, they cannot stop us as people together on one accord, any direction that we want to. If it's a wall in front of us, tell them it's made out of paper and we run it straight through it. But and to the children out there who may be watching this or who may be sit down and watch this, stay focused. Remember, you still got to go to school. You still got to be in them books. You still got to be learning because you are our future. And just like Ruth said, we got to lead the way for them. So we have to make this community, this world, these streets, these houses right for them. So they have the future to be able to look forward to and be able to thrive as much as they need to. So I think y'all for having me.
Jones, I got
It's on you, Chris. It's on you. It's on you.
I gotta end it on one of the first things that I've ever heard Rube say. It was back in '94. He said, "Take back your existence or die like a punk. Right on to the real and death to the fakers."
How you gonna take
Peace
my
out.
line, man? How you gonna take my line? That was my line. I was ready for that.
Still relevant right
Really
now.
on my line, but y'all have.
Hey, tell them to cite you. You need to be cited.
Now I was gonna cite him now. I was gonna cite him.
Hey, Matt. Hey, man. At it.
I was
He
gonna cite
said
him.
1994.
Hey,
He said
for all
1994.
young cats, man.
Parentheses.
Outcast, Southern Player, listen, Cadillac music, True That, Interlude.
T,
Look at it, put it on loop.
he was
Straight
5
up.
years old. He was 5 years old in '94. He don't even know nothing about that.
No, Chris was in middle school.
Okay.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
I was 13 years old, Doc.
Well,
Hey.
hey, brothers, we
Hey,
need
man,
to
we
have.
used to want haircuts and hats and all that. And my
Yeah.
uncle said you need to worry about what's in your head instead of what's on your head.
Yeah, you right.
Straight up, straight up.
This is dialogue that's much needed for our community. We're gonna make sure that we take it. It's recorded. We're gonna reprocess it. We're gonna re-put it back out there. Maybe it was too much for us to have a live audience, because maybe we had a live audience, we would have probably stayed on all night long until we do it. But I appreciate all the energy, fellas. I will be inviting you back because I know Chris Pugh. I know how Dr. Pugh is. He gonna say, "Well, we're gonna have to bring them back."
Straight up.
And I'm gonna make
Hey,
sure
man, anytime, bro. Part 2. Let's do it.
I'm gonna make sure my female cohort, my female host, I'm gonna make sure they involved in this 100%, 100 grand, because I think they learned just as much as I did from this conversation. So
Matter of fact, let's do 19 Let's do 19 just to fuck them up.
I'm with it.
Yeah, I'm one of them niggas. Let's do 19
I'm with it. This is one of 19.
One.
I'm one of them niggas.
One of 19.
Do 19 1 a month to the end of 2021.
Oh man, I love it. I love it. I love it.
Straight up.
All right. Well,
Yes.
Yeah, man. Peace, man. I love y'all,
we
man.
get ready to log on out. Appreciate y'all, fellas. We'll be in contact. Rube, I got you. Anthony, I need your phone
Ladies.
number. Anthony, I need your phone
And I'm
number.
ready for some damn
Make sure you
football,
text-
man.
What you say now, Rube?
I said, football, baby. That's the only. I don't give. Ain't no more boxing. I don't care nothing about basketball and all that. So football, they ain't finna kill. I go to war about that football now.
Hey,
I kill no foot. I need some football now.
All right.
It's time, it's time to get the new Madden, watch Hard Knocks, and you know what I mean? All that. It's the only sport I can talk about. Football.
We're gonna have to find you an Xbox.
Yo, shit. Real.
yeah.
We got to find you an
Yeah,
Xbox.
Yeah. Gotta
Right.
find
That'd be ill. That'd be ill.
Yeah.
Me and Ant break y'all off some Madden.
Okay. Hey man, appreciate everybody, man.
All right, peace and love, everybody.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Peace out.
All right, be safe.
All day.